Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you'll probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Tá, eu tô no hospital porque eles me acharam no meu apartamento, é isso? Depois das pílulas? Esse é só alguém no capítulo, né? Então eu acabei chegando falando e nem cumprimentei. Então vamos esperar aqui as falas. E aí eu já cumprimento tudo certinho na parte pro gameplay.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you've done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope You've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
Nossa, tá com o braço todo furado. Ixi, ok. Ah, ok. A morte me matou? Ah, né?
Bad dream.
Pesadelo? Claro que sim. Não só sonho como qualquer outro. Antes de, então, agora que dá pra eu começar a argumentar e jogar. Então, olá, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo do canal Não Consigo. E esse game é o The Cat Lady capítulo 2. Eu vou separar por capítulo, se não ficar muito grande. Bom, sim, foi um pesadelo, ignorar. Não foi um sonho qualquer um. Sim, pesadelo, um sonho, acontece.
Yeah, a really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
Não é assunto seu.
It's none of your business.
No, you're right. It isn't. I'd really like to help, though. I'm on your side. Believe me. The other doctors might just pretend that they care. And the other nurses, don't get me started on that. They forgot ages ago how to feel sorry for someone. But I'm just like you, Susan. I know what you're going through, and I want you to know you can talk to me. I get nightmares too, you know.
I get them, and I can't wake up. Or sometimes I dream that I'm falling. Those are strange dreams. Because I think I like them. I keep falling, but I never fall, if you know what I mean. Never hit the ground. Never.
O que aconteceu comigo?
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm. And then I woke up here, and I saw you. Can you now tell me who found me, and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you would sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter.
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
Faz quanto tempo eu estou aqui? Quando me deixarão ir pra casa? Não, vou perguntar quanto tempo.
How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Será que eu não posso levantar?
Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying?
He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Me fale mais sobre o Dr. X. Você viu essa minha filha? Me conte mais sobre você. Estou cansada agora. Não, vamos perguntar do Dr. X.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure, but it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills. Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe. Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Estou cansada, agora me deixe dormir.
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again.
Alright.
Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up, right?
Que bizarra essa conversa no final.
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
Ready?
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and
Voz desse
creating
cara
a working solution.
não me passa confiança.
In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
O que será que ela... Ah, sou eu que vou falar. Não formou um pai. Cresci sem um pai. Pronto.
I was brought up without a father.
I understand he wasn't there when you were growing up. Can you tell me why? What happened to him?
He
Se foi quando eu era pequena.
left when I was little. One night he just packed his suitcase and left. I was about 8 at the time. He didn't say goodbye, didn't even look at me. I remember watching him walk away. It was winter, getting dark early. He just disappeared into the night, and I never saw him again.
Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
Tive uma mãe
I
maravilhosa.
can't complain. My mum was great. She did her best to make up for the loss of my father. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. Her forever broken heart finally gave up. But she did give me a wonderful childhood, despite everything that happened. I will always love her for that.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes and we will talk about something else.
Sou eu? Sou. O que é isso aqui?
I need to get out of this place.
Ah,
I
não
hate
sou eu ainda.
hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Agora sou eu. O que tem? Não quero dormir aqui, eu não estou cansada. Então sai daí. O que tem? Travesseiro, examinar. É só olhar esse travesseiro e eu imagino quantas pessoas morreram com a cabeça sobre ele. Tenho certeza de que foi lavado muitas vezes desde então, mas ainda assim me dá calafrios. Agora eu penso, e se eu também morrer aqui? Espera, de fato, sim, eu morri por um momento, ou não. Tá, pera, que repetiu, sem querer. Olhar embaixo, não tem nada de interessante debaixo do travesseiro. Que negócio é esse? Examinar. Isso é uma pulseira de hospital, por que tem a opção dar? Ela tem meu nome, minha data de nascimento e meu número hospitalar. Que bizarro. Tá, o que mais? Relógio, examinar. Os ponteiros estão parados 10 e 9. Provavelmente está quebrado, ou talvez só precise de baterias novas. Porta-luvas, examinar. Está cheio de luvas de latex de 3 tamanhos diferentes. Não tem como pegar. Peraí. Pegar uma luva, pegar várias luvas. Vamos encher os bolsos de luva? Sei lá pra que vai usar isso. Nossa, peguei mesmo. Aqui tem uma pia. Abrir água fria. Pra que eu abri isso aqui? Será que eu tenho que encher a luva com isso aqui? Deixa eu ver. Usar. Eu não sei como usá-las aqui. Então, não sei. Deixa eu fechar isso aqui, essa pia. Abrir água quente, já está aberto. Fechar a torneira. Vamos embora.